Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for the opportunities. Today, I will share one of our recent case about tech and social. So to make it simple, for the tech side, we are going to talk about how we use the mobile app technology. And for the social side, we are focusing on the anti-drug addiction area. So let's see how we work about this. So I would like to show you a video about a news report.
有戒毒機構發現部分吸毒者人低期長達5至到10年。機構推出全港第一個輔助戒毒嘅手機應用程式，希望可以揾出隱蔽嘅吸毒者，從而提供協助。22歲嘅 Grace 10幾歲開始吸毒，當時覺得好痛苦。去到最差嘅情況想自殺啦，咁即係都想死啦，咁好難面對，咁透過一啲即係自己又好想變，唔想再咁樣落去嘅時候，就去嘗試去揾幫助咯。咁聽到一啲個人嘅分享，咁就同埋一啲歌啊，咁好有同感咯。政府嘅數字顯示，近年隱蔽吸毒情況惡化，隱蔽期由08年嘅1.9年延長到舊年嘅4年。基督教香港信義會話，佢哋今年3至到5月研究咗600幾宗個案，更加發現3成6嘅個案隱蔽期達到5至到10年。機構推出毒癮無可忍，第一個測試毒癮同埋輔助戒毒嘅手機程式。測試毒癮部分會列出多條問題，選擇答案之後，機構會俾回應同埋建議，亦都會有過來人嘅影像分享。咁所以我哋一個諗法咧就話，如果我哋透過呢個科技，呢個最貼身嘅工具，可以成為一個短期嘅幫助。我哋希望透過呢個程式咧，係可以縮短到嗰個吸毒人士嘅一個隱蔽期，去早啲去求助。程式目前只有 Android 下載，稍後會提供蘋果手機界面。無線電視記者黃世陽報道。
Okay, I'm sorry that the news report is only in Cantonese, but to have a brief conclusion that we are using the mobile app technology to help the drug addicts. So, because today's topic is about tech and social, for doing projects using tech and social, it's difficult for us to just have the single subject disciplinary. So you can see that in a team consists of different talent, different professionals. Like for Erwin, he has a very strong experience on the social service project, and we got the senior project manager, and also a clinical advisory of addiction. And also we involve the ELCHK, one of the representatives is also here today. So because they have a lot of social workers facing the drug addicts, so they know a lot of the detail, the truth, how we can provide solution, how we can help them, and also our technical side, technology team. I would like to talk about how the ideas come true. This is a newspaper article about half years earlier, and it is quite sad news that girl that commits suicide because he got overdosed about the drug addiction. So, but I want to highlight one point about it. The article said the girl, before committing suicide, she actually using the WhatsApp to message her friend. We found out that for the drug addicts, they actually using a lot of mobile technology because this is the closest partner, closest tools about everyone. Just like all of us, some people are using WhatsApp to communicate with friends every day, everywhere. So using the mobile app technology is the closest part for every people, for the drug addicts even. So how does the app works? I'm sure that you will see in the news report that there's quite two main features. For the first one, there's a quick assessment. In this assessment, the people can understand how their seriousness is. So they will answer some simple question. This is a very simple question, but have professional research backup. This is a simple assessment, just grabbed or referenced by the WHO, the World Health Organization assessments. For doing this report, they will know how serious about their drug addiction. So if it is a very serious problem, they will suggest you to find the doctor or clinical doctors or even the social workers. And if this is not a very serious case, it will suggest you how to deal with it, how to avoid doing it. For the whole project, we assume one thing, that the drug addicts, they know that it is not good, it is not good to take drugs. It's harmful. But because for the addiction, they cannot easily get rid of it. But actually, they will find methods, they will find solutions to check out how to eliminate the addiction. So the app is actually provide a safe net. If the drug addicts want to find solutions, they maybe search in the internet, they browse the internet, they use the app, they will find a proper solution. And also for this side, it represents some emotions. This is quite good because for the emotion, it reflects your simultaneously reflection. It will show some videos and also some message to you. And yes, some videos from the previous addictions. And because using mobile app technology, you can easily make use of the phone technology, like the shake function, like some location-based features. To conclude, this is for the apps. This is unlike other promotion campaign apps or other company profile apps. We are not using the total number of downloads as the KPI of how successful it is. In the teams, we often said that if the app already can help people, can save a life, this is already very good. So but we are still finding the way to enhance a feature and ask for the feedback from the users. So this is a long-term project, not a promotion campaign, just I mentioned. We need to keep going and listen to the feedback. So this is what I'm going to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Angus. And I forgot to introduce his company is called AppZolute. He's the CEO of AppZolute. So our next speaker will be Laurent. Is Laurent here? Laurent will be next.
Mother will say Laurent, but
Laurent? Sorry, I apologize.
Here is the university, which I don't know if there is something like this. Take your mic. Thank you. Hello everybody. I'm Laurent Le Pen. I think they will prepare. So the time is in the preparation. My company is Omate. We are like Omate True Smart. Actually, we are not a very normal startup. Basically, I'm not sure, is it working? It's working, sorry. Oh, okay. So, Omate, we are a real Hong startup. So I'm very happy to meet some entrepreneurs. I was not there for to meet about school stuff and so on, but they got some interesting presentation. I guess I'm the last one, so I will not take you too much time. Omate is a very young startup. Again, we are like about 4 months old. Anybody knows Kickstarter? 3, 4 people, 5? I don't know maybe we are, but okay. So for Kickstarter, for the others, is a crowdfunding platform. It's the world's first crowdfunding platform. It's for pre-orders actually. If we have any innovative project, you can launch it on Kickstarter. You need to get approved first, and you need to get also in your team. You need to be US based, and so I built my team that way. We are 2 co-founders. My other partner is Jack Shao. He's the CEO of Yumeox, which is a ODM in China. It was a company I was working with for the last few years. and we decided to launch Omate as a software company. So the first disruptive thing is that we moved from a software company very quickly when we decided to launch our own product under our own brand on Kickstarter. So I will show you more about what we do. So basically, this is that's some fast metrics about the forecast about the wearable devices. So I guess you know it's kind of hype new trends. It's like before, like smartphone, like a tablet. It's a new segment. It's called the wearable. It's all the devices, the connected devices. So it's going to be a booming industry, and that's about the market value according to the country. So that's actually looks like also our backers on Kickstarter. So we launched actually a smartwatch. So this will be more interesting. It's about the trends also for the next few years. It would be about 100 million in a few years of smartwatches would be sold all over the world. And it's the right moment, as you can see, the giants are coming. So we give you a brief introduction first about Omate, what we stand for. So Omate stands for Outdoor Mate. So we are a telecom software company originally, and we became a hardware company when we decided to launch our first device. And our goal is to make the world connected through your wrist. So basically, especially in situations where you cannot bring your smartphone with you. So we have designed the world's first software running on top of Android, dedicated to the wearable devices. And we set a reference design of the world's first Android smartwatch 2.0 running on MediaTek 6572. So we call it the True Smart. So I will tell you more about this. So that's our first product, the True Smart. So it's definitely the most advanced wearable lifestyle product in the industry right now. In a way that it's a waterproof product, so I can even show it to you here. I have a prototype with me. So I can even, later if you want to have a look closer, I can show you. So it's more than a watch, it's more than just a Bluetooth accessory. That's part of our motto, where we tell them that the other smartwatch, when people ask us what is the difference between the True Smart and the other smartwatches, the other are roughly just a Bluetooth accessory, which is very good product. They are like a slave of your smartphone. They cannot work without your smartphone. They always need to be connected. So us, we are different in a way that this is just one application, just one APK, the Bluetooth companion application. But the major and we set up the segment of the smartwatch 2.0 in a way that why we are 2.0 is because you can insert a micro SIM card inside. So the True Smart is a missing link in the communication chain for especially for the operators and also for us as a user in situation where we cannot bring our smartphone with us. So we do not have competitors right now in this segment. We are not competitor of Samsung Gear or the Pebble or the Sony smartwatch. We are really creating our own segment on the smartwatch 2.0 because we believe like there are 10% of our time that you love your smartphone, I love my smartphone. It's probably the most important device I have right now. And but for 10% of our time, we cannot bring it with us. And this 10% of your time, you are connected less. So even if you have a smartwatch 1.0, it will not work. You will have the time, but you will not have any notification. You will not have any call. You will not have any messaging or any application will not work without your smartphone. So with the True Smart, it's possible. And that's the social part that we did to manage was like to reach this 10% of our time where we could not be connected. So basically, I will make it very quick. That's about our Kickstarter. We raised $1 million. We are the 5th most funded Kickstarter campaign out of 50,000 projects. We did that in a month. So I remember at the beginning of the presentation, some people mentioned that if you want to work on create your own startup, it's very difficult. It is. We slept with my team only 3 hours a night for a month, so it was a tough time. It's still continuing. Now we are starting our shipment in 50 countries. We closed our first quarter with $2 million, and now we are doing our Series A go in San Francisco next week. So that's about Omate. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Any question? You can hit me up on Weixin, Weibo, even Twitter, anything. If you have any question, you can reach me.
How much cut does Kickstarter get? What's the percentage of the funds all the funds that you raise?
$1 million. So it's for first quarter is like 50%. But right now, the next 4 months, we are around $3 million. We got our B2B pre-orders. So we are running. So right now, it's just 4 months company. Cool. Okay, thank you.
Thanks very much. Merci beaucoup.
Let's see.
Okay, so we're inviting the only female in the E2. Where's Ying? Ying. Is she here right now? Come on up. Come on up. Oh, no, you. Oh, wait. She's just checking something from Cyberport. So if she's not here right now, can I invite? Is Dennis here as well? Hubert? Where's Dennis? Okay. Oh. Okay. So, okay. Therefore, since they're not here, we got our evaluation ready. But before that, we would like to ask Angus to introduce us a polling panel. Okay, Angus. Okay, some technical issues. Is it right here?
Can I share something related to social technology?
Why not?
Do you still have time?
Yep, 1 minute.
It's actually a video. So yesterday I seen a video on Up and Working. It's actually about how technology could solve like some social issues such as sex trafficking on the internet. So I think it's not my idea, but I just encountered it yesterday. So I think I should show you. Can I show a video? So this is actually an article about how a Dutch child organization used technology in order to track down online sex offenders and to help the people in Philippines or in Thailand that are actually suffering from this trade. So I think it's a really good video to share about how technology emerges with social. Is it, huh? Or you could skip it in the middle of that. But I think it's really worth sharing.
So how about you just share the link later on? Because
The video is really awesome.
I know, 37 minutes.
Okay. So basically, the organization developed a technology by using CGI, computer-generated image. So basically, they would go to an online forum, like that's well known for people who go there and look at children on webcam and do all the stuff. So basically, they use CGI technology to generate a virtual girl that's called Sweetie. And then they're gonna chat with these people and ask about the background. So to really get to know where they're from and what exactly, like their Facebook accounts and backgrounds. So they can track them down in order to tackle the cybercrime on the internet. So, because these people always would ask the person on the instant message to see the pictures or see the video on the webcam, right? In order to, to do something that's nasty. So basically what they do is they use a CGI video and then they use some infrared technology which tracks the agent's movements in order to interact with the other person on the other side of the webcam. So while they're doing this, they inquire about different background information of these people on the internet. So that's how they actually track these offenders and make a social impact or something like that. It's very hard to explain by words, but if you have a chance, you could search this on Google. Just search Sweetie and Worthy. It's actually quite famous right now. So yeah, it's something I thought I should raise up in this platform today.
Thank you very much. We got our last speaker here, just in a moment.
Testing 1, 2. Okay, hi. Hi everyone. I'm Dennis, and actually this is a presentation sharing for secondary school student PowerPoint. So maybe I will skip some part of the slides. So maybe I introduce myself first. I'm a student from the University of Hong Kong, and I'm now studying Master of Philosophy in Physics. And yeah, so I'm going to share my experience and ideas on innovations and how to apply the technology to hopefully can change our life. Yeah, actually, what do you think about them when you watch these pictures in newspapers or in TV program? To me, I will think that I will feel so sorry, and I will try to help. And actually, I will try to do something to help them, not just think to help. It's actually do something to help. And therefore, I start to do some research in markets, like is there any existing things that can help them to walk away again? So these are the results of prosthetic leg, that is the artificial leg, can help them to walk again. But and therefore I start to develop artificial leg that is not exist in the market. Yeah. And therefore I combine several knowledge that I learned from school, like biology, how the muscle and the bones combine together and they can bend and straighten, and study the walking cycle, and also apply some physics, calculate the force, how to support the body weight. And then I actually buy some hardware components and make a prototype. Okay, so this is my prototype that is helping those people with broken leg. And actually, this is me. I tried it, but actually I got my heavy leg. I'm not broken, and I just bend it and hit in this socket, and to try the function. So what is the difference between the existing leg with my artificial leg? The existing leg is they just got a passively can be bend or extend, straighten. but they actually don't provide any force to support your body. Because our leg have muscle, the muscle can provide force to help you to walk and climb upstairs. Now I apply this, I make an artificial muscle and combine it into the prosthetic leg, so that this prosthetic leg can give out the force to support the body to climb upstairs. So this is one of the improved invention in this field. So I participate in several invention competition and to show this to the public. Okay, so after that, I learned from the experience. Yeah, I think we skip. Yeah, skip. Yeah. Sorry. Actually, why I do that, because I like robots and Iron Man, some of them, and actually, why I do that, because I want to create a robot actually, and then I saw the newspaper that talking about the people in Cambodia. They got their broken leg, okay, so that I want to help them and want to do something to help them. So I changed my idea of robots into a robotic leg, so that the robotic leg can help them. So these are the like my mind thinking, share with the secondary student. So and after that, I make another invention that is personal air conditioner, and you see that it is so not a commercial product, it's some prototype. So after these ideas and prototype, I learned that I got the prototype, I got the ideas, I got the working function testing, but how I can actually apply these ideas to society. Actually, I can help people, not just prototype. It's a product. So I after this experience, I know that I need to turn this idea prototype into commercialized product, and this product can actually do something and change the society. And then I start another thinking, that is to combine the smart card with the iPhone case, just like this. So this is not a talk given by the Steve Jobs, but actually I'm going to tell you about not the iPhone is the case, so that you can hidden a card inside it. You just take it out and touch the sensing parts of the card reader, and you can pass the gates of the MTR. So this is very useful when you are talking to your friends and getting past the gates, and you need to find another the card and get past it. But you can just now use your phone to get past it, and you can talk again. So and this is one of the idea, and the idea is not easy. It is not just, oh, I can design a case that you can have a space to hide the card inside, because the card will not function well when you are putting at the back of the iPhone, because of the signal noise interference. And therefore, I make use of some material to isolate the signal and solve the problem. And finally, I make the commercialized product. And this actually really changed our living habit, because I got many friends, they buy my product and they said, oh, if I don't use this product, I feel not okay with the card, because the card, I remember that the card is with my phone, but if I do not use this case, I will get lost. So actually I changed their living habit. Okay, so I know that, oh yeah, I need to make things happen to commercialize my ideas. So after that, yeah, thank you. So I started a company. this company to help me to really commercialize my ideas into a product. So I continue my aims and start several different kind of products and projects. And one of the projects is Dance in Silence.
Sorry.
Pass. Yeah. Yeah. So why I want to start this project, because I watched the movie, the way we dance, and I like dancing actually. And in the movie, there's a guy who got his leg broken because of car accident. I'm not sure, but he continued to dance because he really loved dancing. Even if he got his leg broken, and therefore I think that dancing is not limited by the physical body. Actually, if we cannot hear music, actually we can also dance. Yeah, dancing is not limited by anything. I think if you love dancing, you can still dance, and even you cannot hear. So I think that those people with hearing impairments, they can dance also, right? And so how I can help them? Therefore, I designed a device. That device is actually capture the beats, the melody, the rhythm of the music, and turn them into a vibration motion. So the vibration motion is mechanical wave that they can sense it instead of hearing it. So I asked some people, they are young people, but they cannot hear the music, and try the prototype, and we because of that we got the TV program interviewed. Okay, maybe there's a video about dancing. Oh, how do you? Yeah. Is there any music? Okay, so we dance in silence. No music, but actually they have some music here. And you see that they are deaf. Actually, they are deaf, but they can follow the beat. You see? So if I didn't tell you that they are deaf, you cannot imagine that, they cannot hear the music. Okay, so you can see the hand, there's a band. This is the sensor, the vibrator, to transmit the signal through the wireless technology to the body, and they can feel the beat. Boom, 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 boom. And actually, this is what they feel that, and after that, yes. I dance with them. So this is a kind of social inclusion. This is the world of not separate. This is not separate world of the world full of music or the world without music. And we can merge these two worlds into the one world, that we can share the music together through the body language or dancing to learn each other, understand each other. Because after this project, we are friends, and we talk most of the time. Of course, I don't know much about the sign language, but we talk in WhatsApp. Okay. So through the communication, I understand that in Hong Kong, I'm not so sure in other places. In Hong Kong, there are not more support to them, because when we see somebody holding a stick, wearing the black glass, okay, I know that they are blind. Okay, they cannot see anything. So we will give them support. And also another one is they got the leg broken and they sit on the wheelchair. Okay, I see they are sitting on the wheelchair, so that I will give them more support. But how about the hearing impairments people? Can you see that? Can you see their ear disappeared or what? You cannot sense it. You cannot notify them. So they got very small support from us or from the society or even government. So that I hope that through this project or even after I can turn it into a social enterprise, just like Dialogue in the Dark. They can have a workshop to get experience, to get together and understand much more, so that to break those, discrimination. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. So therefore, I will give the last speaker, Ying, to present her talk.
Startups face a long and arduous journey from the very moment they're conceived. Each day a startup survives is due to the determination and sheer force of will of its founders. I'm Hubert, Chief Engineer of Launchpilots, and this is Ying, our Air Marshal. We're here to share with you our trials and tribulations, and most importantly, our evolution.
So I think today we're just going to do a quick sharing about how we have evolved both as people, as business models, as also as like a socially driven business and our mission. So everything started in 2010. That was when I first graduated and went to Beijing. I was working with a climate change organization and we were trying to do mobilization all across the country. What I found was working with these students, they were super passionate and they had a lot of determination and ideas of what they wanted to do on their local community or their campuses. The problem was that they often didn't have the external resources, the money to implement their ideas, and they also didn't have the confidence or awareness of what they're actually capable of doing. So while me and my team provided all of this kind of on a manual basis at that point, we wanted to figure out, well, is there anything we can do more in order to do that on a more scalable level? So I actually came back to Hong Kong in 2011 and I started the first iteration of Launchpilots. Back then it was about social innovation. So we wanted to be able to empower more students to create innovative projects on campus through a series of different workshops. And while that was fun, we realized quickly that actually students don't have a lot of money. So a lot of them aren't really willing to pay for this service and it wasn't a sort of a sustainable way to go along. So quickly we moved into a different model hitting early 2012. We started actually becoming an agency where we would launch campaigns on behalf of our customers, and there would be like socially themed campaigns that engage students while promoting different kind of brands or companies. And that was a little bit more successful because we had paying customers, but at that time we also found that it's also very customized. So every brand wants their own customized solution and it's not a very easy way to scale it up. So by about end of 2012, I was thinking, I've spent kind of a year now on this startup journey. We don't seem to have gone very far. What can we do? What have we learned, and what can we use from our learnings to build a new model? So at that point, I figured, well, on the one hand, we have a bunch of students. Actually, all across the country in China, we have about 20 million university students every year. All of them have great ideas, but not a lot of resources to execute them. On the other hand, we have a bunch of brands, thousands of brands across China who are trying to target this group of students. Is there a way where we can sustainably match these two parties and create a win-win situation for all of them, as well as us, for us to make money? And that was when we landed on our current model in 2013, which is a marketplace bridging students and brands. This is actually the first iteration of our landing page, which I built myself. And a lot of it wasn't functional. And when I tried to make it more functional by adding some JavaScript, I immediately kind of broke down because I just could not figure it out. And that was when I met Hubert. And Hubert is actually the only programmer who would repeatedly listen to my appeals for help on JavaScript. And again and again, he helped me do that. And that's kind of how we met. So I'll let him take it over from here.
So Jai and I were actually friends a little bit before that. We met in karaoke one night. We were the only ones there until 3 a.m. And so that's why I was willing to humor her with all her JavaScript help. But her JavaScript was the hook that got me into the company. In the following days and months, we talked about the future direction of the company and other ways I could contribute. By March, I had helped launch a new version of our website that could finally accept student event submissions. In April, we were featuring those student events in order to attract sponsors. And by May, we were talking with Red Bull about a potential partnership. As summer came along, we applied to an accelerator program called China Accelerator, based in the northeast Chinese city of Dalian. This program offered to provide us with the guidance and mentorship that we needed to move our business forward. Going into the program, I figured I'd spend the majority of the time developing cool new features for the website. Instead, I actually spent about as much time talking to students as I was developing features. I learned that it's more important to understand the people who use your product than it is to build cool new features that nobody will ever use. By the end of the summer, we had run several successful events for Red Bull. We had launched a OCamp sponsorship campaign for a local Hong Kong room escape company called The Escape, and had a great case study to boot. Now that we're back in Hong Kong, we've kicked the business into high gear. Our team is expanding, and by the way, we're hiring. I've been streamlining the business and making it easier for non-technical folks to run campaigns. And just yesterday, we launched the latest version of our landing page. When you have a moment, go to launchpilots.com and check it out.
So Hubert has talked about a lot of the changes that we've made to our site, but I guess what we really founded the company on is the idea of what are we trying to change in the world. At the beginning, we're talking about evolution, but really what is the revolution that we're trying to drive here? When I first started, the idea was about education. So I talked about how students don't have these external resources or to implement their ideas, and then also this internal capacity building. So I think right now education might focus more on academics, but we believe that there should be a lot more experiential learning going on. But how do we provide that? And that's not just about providing more courses or general education, but how do you bridge resources so they can actually have money, have products to create those events? That's one thing that we're trying to solve. But the second thing, as we're going on and doing this model, we realize that we're also changing something else. We're changing the idea of advertising. Typically, how advertising is done is, me as a brand, I try to push you a message and I try to change your behavior. But what we think advertising should be about as we come into the future is about brands understanding what people actually want, what consumers want, and supporting us to help us do what we're passionate about. And that's how we build loyalty with consumers. We buy into your brand because you're actually helping us be who we want to be. And finally, the last thing that really gets me worked up is about, well, happiness. But the idea of why can't I do what I love and make money and do it right when I graduate? I think a lot of my friends, I studied international business. A lot of them went into iBanks, accounting, consulting firms, and a lot of them actually did a lot of social type of work or a lot of things that they were really passionate about on campus. And I asked them why they don't do it anymore. And their answer is because I have to make money in order to do what I really love. And that's one thing I really want to challenge in this journey that I'm taking, because every day I'm doing what I love and alive and well, not starving, have a place to stay, and have money to give back to my parents too. So I think it's really not, this is like a stereotype or a conception that I would like to challenge. And after saying all this, I guess my question back to you is, well, if you want to start a social enterprise or just have an idea of some impact that you want to create, well, what is the revolution that you're trying to drive, or what revolution are you trying to create? And as you mentioned, if you want to talk to us more, you can about your ideas, happy to do so. Our emails are here, and we are hiring, especially for tech talent, so please talk to us. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Oh yeah, I'd like to introduce Angus to the stage to introduce us how to do the recording system. Thank you, Angus.
Okay, yes. We will have the audience award, so every one of us can be the participants. Just use your phone to access the link here, or use the QR code to scan the code. And then you can get one of the team you want. Yes, this is the Audience Choice Award. Yeah. We will have 2 minutes to do this polling.